This is Dragon Colossus 1, doing my second review of a model train. This one being by Bachmann. Now this is not the Northfolk Southern that I said that I was going to get. I don't know. I had gone there before and there were tons of them there. But this time I went, not a single Northfolk Southern. Or actually, they did have one, and it was extremely cheap. It was like a $30 locomotive. I didn't want to get that. I mean, it would probably be running like let's just go with it wouldn't compare to this. And so I looked through their collection, and you know, there's a lot of CSXs around where I'm actually going to do my final model railroad. There's tons of them. I mean, they're all over the country. So I thought I might as well have one. So this is a gp38-2, same locomotive that I said that I was going to get, except in a different livery. And this one is DCC on board, even though I run in a DC system. I asked over and over and over and over and over if this would run on a DC system. Every time they said yes. And I even looked at the instructions, which are inside of here, and they say yes. So I figured, you know, I'm going to be getting DCC at some point, so I might as well not pay the extra $25 for a chip and just go for a locomotive already with a chip, which is only like $5 extra when it comes in the locomotive, which made no sense to me. But you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I mean, if it comes with one, go ahead and get it. So I got this. This costed, let's see, where's the price? $62 at a place called Trainmaster Models. And so of course on the back it advertises the Bachmann Easy Command Controller, which actually I'm going to get the Digitrack Zephyr, which is $180. I didn't know that they were that expensive. And I expected to actually get one for my birthday, because I expected them to be, you know, $100, maybe less than that. No, they're double what I thought that they were. So, you know, whatever. Also, to go with this, I got a bunch of new track and a new caboose. So, now let's open this. And I found that this is extremely difficult to get out of the packaging. Extremely difficult to get out of the packaging. Alright, let's see if I can do it. It's very, very tight in here, and then it comes with all of these. All different things. Now, this says important notice, but pretty much this is just about DCC, and I don't have DCC. And then here's the actual instruction sheet. I'll show that in a second. And then there's all of these, which is really funny. I'll open them up. Warranty in English. Warranty in another language. Warranty in yet another language, and another. I think they went a little bit overboard on the warranties. Whatever. There's warranties in 5 languages. Then here's the actual instructions, and on this it specifically says, your Bachmann DCC equipped locomotive is also 100% backwards compatible with standard DC non-digital railroad layouts. Well, that's pretty assuring that it's going to work. And there's just all of this stuff, same not exactly how they did with the Atlas, but let's get on to the actual train. And that's a little bit loud. And that just comes off, and you get the locomotive out. Now, this locomotive, for being a Bachmann, however you want to pronounce it, I say Bachmann. For being a Bachmann locomotive, it has some extremely, extremely good detail. I mean, even in the front, these are made of metal. I really wasn't expecting that at all, especially on a Bachmann train. I mean, these normally people describe them as, you know, just like not the best, and like you get them just to have them. But you know, this is a really nice locomotive, and the delivery is perfect, really. I mean, even the little, down to the little teeny tiny print right there that says gp39-2. And, or I mean, not 39, 38-2. It's got horns on the top. There's no rivets, which, I mean, I wouldn't expect that. It's only a $60 or $70 locomotive. I mean, I would expect a $130 locomotive like this. Now that I expect to have rivets, and it does. But they're pretty much the same weight, and honestly, I'm just going to tell you guys, I have not seen this run yet, so I can't say anything on that. I'll probably do a video later on this running, but for now, I have never seen this run. And, you know, it's good. There's no people in the cab, but again, $60 locomotive. You shouldn't really be expecting that. But it's nice. It's heavy. It's at least 2 or 3 pounds. And it's all-wheel pickup, all-wheel drive. It's got the standard magnetic couplers that when they come over a little under-track magnet, or in my case, above-track magnet, I don't know, apparently I got a different one, it automatically uncouples them. And I found out that it's the same for Atlas. It's just they hide it better. These ones don't look like they would do that, but they do. Like this, you can clearly tell that that's made of metal. On Atlas, you cannot. So, yeah, of course on the bottom it says, if I can get that up, DCC on board. But honestly, my arm is just getting tired holding the locomotive. But yeah, it's a very good train. I mean, it's a little bit wobbly, whatever. But then I also got the caboose to go with it that I showed you. Here it is right here. I think it's at least 10 years old. I got it used. It's a little bit dusty. It's got plastic wheels. But you know, I wasn't really looking for anything much. I just wanted something that had the same paint scheme, or livery, whatever you want to call it, as my locomotive. And this did. So I got it. And it's also a little wobbly, whatever. And now this one, I was looking at it and expected it to be all plastic. All of its handrails around here are all metal. Like, well, that works for me. But it also has the same thing with the couplers. The couplers actually look pretty new, so I think that those have been changed out fairly recently. But yeah, that's really it for that. I'll do a running video of it soon. But it's a very nice locomotive, and I would recommend you get it. It is made by Bachmann. It's just in the standard line, DCC on board. Item number 61110. It's just a gp38-2 diesel loco. And yeah, it's got good detail. Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with it until I run it. And I think that it should be pretty good at running, because people say that Bachmann trains are pretty good with that stuff. And honestly, I've heard people say that Bachmann isn't good in the looks department on it. So far, this is totally defying that, and for a very, very low price. And it's perfect. I really, really like it. I mean, that it's pretty much, these two are awesome. The only thing that I have with it is that it's wobbly. So you've seen me doing that. This doesn't even move side to side. It's completely stable. The only reason it's rocking right now is because the wheels are actually getting off the ground. This one, I can do that, and the wheels are not getting off the ground. But this one's even worse. That one's like, turn at like a 90-degree angle without getting off the ground. But, yeah. So, it's really good. I mean, I think it runs on 18-inch radius curves. I would definitely recommend it. Alright, please comment, rate, and subscribe. See ya!